welcome to NAPOD, where we provide NA speaker meetings and workshops in a podcast. We are an ad-free podcast, and if you enjoy listening, please help us to be self-supporting by visiting napod.xyz, look for the donate link, and drop $1 or $2 in the virtual basket. If you're also in AA or have friends that are, please tell them about our other podcast, Sobercast. Sobercast features AA speakers and workshops in the same format as NAPOD. We upload a new speaker every day, and it's easy to subscribe by searching for Sobercast, that's 2 words, on any podcast player app, or go to Sobercast.com. Enjoy the podcast, and thanks for listening.
I'm not a singer, but I am a spitter, so be careful if you're watching the radio. I'm really excited about recovery. I'm at call Sam. Hi, and first I'd like to thank the You Are Not Alone group, the Speaker Sheikah, for asking me to come here. It's an honor to come share myself with you guys. And, if anybody here has post-traumatic stress syndrome, please be aware now, because I get a little animated. I'm real enthusiastic when I share. I bop and hop and cry and laugh, and I get very excited about it, because I am excited about recovery today. And that part of the excitement is that I no longer have to live in the horrors, that nobody needs to suffer or die from the horrors of addiction ever again, So if you're clean today, even if you just have the desire to stay clean today, give your higher power and yourself a hand, because that's what it's about. That's right. It is about happiness. It's about love. We talk about love being the essence of the whole group of Narcotics Anonymous. I was in San Diego. I was fortunate enough to go to San Diego for the World Convention. I heard this guy sharing, and he threw up this diamond sign with his hands, and he said, "The essence, the value of the diamond is love." And I found that unconditionally here in Narcotics Anonymous. I have. When at the end of the road, we find that we can no longer function as human beings, with or without drugs. We all face that same dilemma. We're talking about what is there left to do. We want to be at bitter ends, jails, institutions, and death, or find a new way to live. Today I choose life. It's up to me, And in the book it talks about higher mental and emotional functions, such as the ability to love or to have a conscience, are so sharply affected by my drug use. It talks about the capacity to feel human being lost, that my living skills were reduced to an animalistic level, that my spirit was broken. And if that seems extreme to you, understand that many of us have been in that state as I see heads going up and down, remembering like spiritual and broken. Wow. The ability to love, to have conscience. I heard a brother just sharing at the meeting that I was at, and he said, conscience? What conscience? I stole from everybody, everything, And I just want to read out of here where it says in the 5th edition, it says that we have never seen a person. Oh, I got the rest of the song. Okay. It says we have never seen a person who has surrendered to this program of relapse. To the narcotics, who is the Narcotics Anonymous program relapse. And on page 87, it says that in our experience, no addict who has completely surrendered to this program has ever failed to find recovery. And that gives me hope today, It gives me hope today. And I know that an addict, any addict, can lose his desire to use, stop using, lose his desire to use, and find a new way to live. Because I'm here to tell you, it's happened for me. I'm going to stand before you a miracle, a modern-day miracle, because, there was a time in my life where I just existed to use and I used to resist. There was a time in my life where nothing else mattered, that I put drugs ahead of the welfare of everything, including myself. I was a deadbeat dad. I sired 2 daughters. My mother, on her deathbed, I was out using. I had no idea. I became, it talks about jails, institutions, and death. And the book, it also relates to dereliction. It talks about degradation. Dereliction is, I was home clothes, man. I didn't wash my butt for weeks at a time. You know, degradation. I hated me. I was shame. I was guilt. And that had me trapped in that cycle of and the book talks about it again. I'm a book thumper, so it talks about it as reality became too painful. That I stayed high because once I started to come down, it was like, wow, reality. It's my, my God, I don't even know where my youngest daughter is. I haven't seen my oldest daughter. She's out there crazy. And it's like, oh my God, what have I done? And well, let me get high and I'll forget about it. So I go out and I chase dope and I get high and then I'd be, oh man, everything is okay now. And then I start to come down and I start to Jones and I start to think again, oh my God, my mom is sick and I don't have a place to stay tonight. Or okay, let me go get some more drugs, and I get high and be like, okay, everything's okay right now, And then I would start to come down, and I'd start to once again get like shame, guilt in me, and reality would start setting in, and I'd go, oh, well, forget this. Let me go ahead and get some more drugs, and that cycle that I'm talking about, I was caught in the whirlwind for years. I started using back in 1972, way before you were born, and the last time I found it necessary to use was August 14, 2005. I celebrate my clean days. August 15, 2005. I'm coming on 7 years. It's like 7 years. I couldn't even fathom 7 days. Unless of course I was incarcerated. And even in there, you found ways how to get high. You got your hooch or you sniffed dirty underwear or whatever it was. Something to get outside of myself, And so, what the book talks about is that I developed strange habits and mannerisms, because I ran with people that use like me. I sought people out so I could gain acceptance, so I could feel okay by me. Like, I'm not that bad because look at you're using like I use, So I'm okay. I found that acceptability, that okayness, I guess. Until, of course, I started coming down. And then again, like I said, the reality came in. It was like, oh my God, what am I doing? And, I can remember, doing ways and means, to get more, and it took me to places that were just like, where I thought angels wouldn't even go, At one point in my life, I was actually living in a chicken coop, and I was, well, let me tell you this. The other day, this guy, not the other day, but a while back, this guy talked about, he says, I got clean BC before crack. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I got clean AC, but BB. After crack, but before blues. So it's like, my DOC at that time was crack cocaine, and it was like, it put me into like all kinds of things. And I'm living in this chicken coop, and I know I dropped one. If anybody can identify with that, because I knew I dropped one somewhere. It's not so I know I dropped something. And I'm looking around, and I remember picking it up, and I said, man, this might be chicken feces. And so I didn't care. I go ahead and loaded it up, and I boom, and it was nasty chicken feces. Let me tell you something, it does not get you high chicken, and at least a shitty taste in your mouth. But I just didn't care. Ways and means to get more. I remember, I used to stand on the corner over in Golden Gate at this Circle K with the phone there, and I would stand there and I would sell pieces of rock, drywall. I remember one time I had this great idea, get some breadcrumbs, let them freeze up, or let them stale up, and I'll throw some aerosol on it so it's numb, it'll taste like it's gummy, and these guys that I had sold some fake drugs to pull up and say, there he is, and I say, yeah, here I am, and I punched myself in the face, and I said, come and get me. And they looked at me kind of like this, and they got back in the car, and they laughed, So, that's where it took me. It took me to the point, like, of where I was hopeless. I thought for sure, I'm an addict. I'm not going to be an addict. There's no hope for people like me. There's no hope, I was so lost and confused and hated me. Punching myself in the face, I remember it was like, I don't care. You can't beat me in yours. And then, it was amazing because I had bouts of stopping. The book says stopping was, I could stop every now and then, but it was the staying stop that I couldn't understand. How come I just can't stay stop? Why am I lacking this willpower? What's wrong with me morally? Not understanding that I have a disease, that I have a disease. It's not so much how the drugs act in me, it's how I act when they put the drugs in me. You know, it's like I have this reaction that's like, I gotta have more. You know, just give me better, just give me one more. I mean, to the point where I would take a massive hit. I mean, my heart is pounding, going up, I'm flopping on the floor like a fish out of water. And I get up and I look at it, I didn't get one. You know, I didn't get one. Can I go to get another one? You know, another one. The one more, you know, you come back to, Sam, man, Sam, what's going on, man? I just want to get one more, bro. I just wanted you, Sam. Yeah, but I just want to get one more. That's all. I didn't, you know. One more. And I remember like waking up, like, you know, coming to actually, after, you know, being up for days, sometimes weeks, and coming to it was like that struggle, you know, it's like, man, I really don't want to use, but I do want to use, and it's like, man, the reality was such a barrier, and it was like I would like this fight would rage inside of me, and I would say, okay, well, just let me use one more time. You know, it was always that one more time. And like I said, I had bouts or moments of not using. They were usually through incarceration. You know, you talk about jails, institutions, and death. I never made the institution. You know, I was a barbacious addict, man. I was insatiable. It was like I used like there was no tomorrow. You know, it was a constant thing, and I would get to the point where, you know, I'd be yellow, I'd be like, you can see I still got lumps and bumps, abscesses on my arms, and I would walk into stores thinking that nobody knew. You know, at the time my hair was out to here, you know, and I was really poor guy, and the jaw was constantly, and I thought it was okay. And I walked into a store, right, and I was at what I call boosting weight. You know, I'd be like 170 pounds. I'm 6'2" now. I weigh 204. I've lost some weight. It's a young life, you know. And so, I mean, and I would be able to stick a DVD player down my pants and you wouldn't even know. You know, I'd be standing, except for that. And all that other stuff. And, you know, or else when I walk through the door and beep, 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 that stuff went on. But, you know, through my ways and means to get more, I had different times of abstinence, no recovery, and I would get what I call arrested, you know, arrested. And I would go into the jail, and there would be like, you know, 2 weeks in the infirmary because I'm kicking off of everything, and they're afraid to put me in general pot because, you know, sometimes coming off of some of the drugs I was on was very dangerous, and after 2 weeks in general pot, you know, I'd get put on the block, and I'd be looking in, and everybody, hey, Psycho, what's up, Psycho? Because that's what they call me, Psycho, I don't know why. And I mean, I had it tattooed on my back, logo, and you know, I was kind of like the weird, you know, the strange habits and mannerisms. I was proud of that fact, you know. And you know, you talk about social graces, too. We lose our social graces. I could not have a conversation with you unless it was about drugs, finding ways and means to get more drugs. Or hitting a lick, you know, or you know what I'm saying? And I mean, to talk about sports or politics. I mean, try to smoke and hit a crack in socially talking about politics. Oh yeah, how about the Obamacare? It doesn't work, you know. And so I would come in, and it's like, you know, I'm back in the pot. I know everybody knows me, and this is okay. You know, and then you know, you start looking around because, you know, you come in and I'm like, you know, like I said, boosting weight, and I'm looking around and I say, hey, you know, you ask, hey, you gonna eat them peas? Hey, what's up with that carrot, man? Hey, how about that bologna? It fell on the floor, Psycho, you don't want this? No, that's okay. There's like a 10-minute rule in jail. It doesn't matter, you know. And then I would slowly start to eat, and I start to get my weight back a little bit, and then I'd start getting into some literature because, you know, it's available. And I start reading some literature, and I start to, you know, get that clarity thing back after about 30 days or so. And then, you know, I start to work out a little bit, you know, that whole jailhouse thing. You start doing the push-ups, you know, and you're filling the water bag up, and you get to do your dips, and off the sink, you know, doing the old, off the sink, and you start getting a little weight. And then I get my little hustle on. They called me at the time Psycho Suds. You know, I'd be washing socks and shitty drawers and cleaning up sneakers with a tooth of your lap. You know what I'm talking about, right? Cleaning up with a toothbrush and toothpaste in the sneakers, pouring white. I was the man. And that was okay. I'd get my Snickers and my Honey Buns and stuff. I'd make the tattooing because I was a crazy guy that at the time would pop the socket to get the fire to make the ink and stuff. And so, after a while, I'd get my hair cut and I would take my oranges, right, and I'd put them under my mattress. So I'd have those nice little pleats in them and I'd look all crisp. And you'd have a little pocket, I'd stick a little toilet paper in there and make it like a little handkerchief and shit, standing in front of that stainless glass, what we call a mirror, that stainless glass thing that's in there. We go, hey, no flies on me, man. I'm coming pretty good. I come up pretty good. And, now, you start to get some weight back, and in the mirror, doing a little this, a little that, and now you're doing more push-ups. Hey, get on my back, man. Hold me while I do the push-ups. Hey, man, you get the little Mexican guy, you put him on your shoulder, you show him his head, you know what I mean? So, and I'm thinking I'm okay, and I say this a lot because it was so true, because like I said, I've had these times where I would swear off drugs, and I was like the Maury Povich show, they put the lie detector test on me, and they would sit me down, and they would ask me questions, they say, Sam, are you going to be a good employee? Oh yeah, I'm a good employee. Okay, that's something to do. Sam, are you going to be a good friend? Yeah, I'm going to be a good friend. So he goes to say, Sam, hit me with a hard one. Are you going to be a good son? My mother told me, I grew up in an Italian family, we were a big family, and my mother always told me, Sam, you're going to have 1,000 fathers, but you only got one mother. And I love my mom, but the drugs had just taken me out of that, you know what I mean? Drugs took me away from everything. I insisted to use and used to exist, but at this time, I'm thinking I'm cleaning up, and oh no, I love my mom, Sam, are you going to be a good father? I sired two daughters. One was born when I was locked up, the other one was born when I was locked up, Talking about locked up, my freedom was lost because I was a slave. I was imprisoned by drugs, and I couldn't be there for them. I couldn't even be there for myself, And then they hit me with the $1 million question, Hey Sam, are you ever going to be drunk again? Oh hell no! No way! Are you kidding me? Drugs made me a deadbeat dad. They took away my mom from me. Drugs made me unemployable. They made me unmanageable. They made me hate me. I would never do drugs again. Never. Well, Maury Povich, if you are not the father, you know what I mean? It would be like he's telling the truth, and they, open the door and let him free because he's, and the thing was that, I wasn't willing to do the work. You got 3 frogs sitting on a log. One decides to jump off. How many frogs you got left? You got 3. Yeah, you got 3. Because one he just decided to jump. He didn't jump, and that was the thing. I would decide to do it, but I would come out and I wouldn't go to meetings. I wouldn't get a sponsor. I wouldn't get the home group. I didn't go to 90 because I didn't go to meetings. I never found a God except for when I got in trouble. I would go, oh God, please, let me just get a little bit more. I'm hurt so bad. Oh, please, God, don't let this home invasion this Viennese stick on me. God, please don't let God between the ride up. Those kind of prayers I know. And then I would get out. And if you haven't noticed, I'm a little enthusiastic. Those who know, I'm a little bit shy too. And I make a good worker. I'm a good employee, so it was easy for me to find work because, I'd come in and I'd be, what are you going to do? And people would be carrying 1 bucket, I'd grab 2 buckets, 3 brothers, 2 by 4s, I'm grabbing 4 or 5 at the time. I was a young buck. I was strong. And so, things will come back, and I gotta tell you this too, the book tells me about this social acceptability does not equal recovery. Social acceptability does not equal recovery because I start to get my stuff back, I get out of the shelter that I was staying in, and I get me a vehicle, and I get me, my DVD collection will start to grow again, and I get me a hostage usually, and I would start to get this stuff back, and I start to feel good again, and then I would like, I love to laugh, and I'm a laugher, and I like to joke around, and I love watching The Simpsons, and with Homer, and all that stuff, and so I'd say, well, let me just go ahead and have a couple of puffs before the Simpsons, because it helps me to laugh. I mean, I smoke with my mom, you know, I mean, everybody I know smokes. You know, I mean, you're close to the ground. God gave it to us, you know, I never hurt nobody over a bag of weed before, you know, it's okay. And I'd have a puff before the Simpsons. Then the next thing I know, you know, I'd be sitting in there, and Seinfeld would come on. I said, well, let me just have a puff with Seinfeld. You know? And so, you know, I'm working and I'm thinking to myself, I gotta do something creative at work today. So I don't know about you, but when I smoke this stuff, it makes me creative. Does that, you know what I'm saying? It makes me creative. And so I'd have a puff on the way to work. And then lunchtime would come, you know, and say, yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm thinking, because that's what I call myself, and say self, I'd say, let's have a puff at lunchtime, what the hell, you know? And so, you know, Florida here, traffic's a bear, you know, third season, traffic jam, and Jimi Hendrix is jamming on the radio. Excuse me. And so I'd say, well, man, let me have a puff with it, you know, because I hear some music more when I puff. So, you know, I come home and I just eat a big dinner or something, and it's like, oh, man, let me have a puff after dinner because it aids in my digestion. It makes me feel good. You know? So the next thing I know, I'm waking up, baking, I'm puffing on the way to work, I'm puffing on the first break, I'm puffing at lunchtime, I'm puffing on the second break, I'm puffing on the way to home, Jimi Hendrix is playing. I'm puffing on the way when I get home, I'm puffing before I eat, I'm puffing after I eat, I'm puffing when Seinfeld comes on, I'm puffing when the Simpsons comes on, I wake up in the middle of the night to take a pee and I'm puffing, it's crazy. I'm talking about obsessive compulsive behavior. That's what I am. Drugs is one of the symptoms of my disease. I have to understand that, you know, drugs abuse is just the tip of the iceberg for me. That I act on these behaviors that are consistent with drug-using behaviors. You know, this addictive thinking, addictive logic, which I grew up with when I was a kid. I grew up in Buffalo, New York, and it was okay when I was growing up to steal. It was okay to lie, to cheat. It was okay to manipulate, cheat on your wife. It was okay to strap around a little bit, you know. It was okay, I gotta get me, do me. You know, our house was the house without adult supervision. You know, it was like when you were growing up, Jimmy, your folks would say, don't you go to them Sammy boys' house. Oh, no. You know, our house was the house where people got drunk for the first time in Harvard, or Harvard runaways, girls lost their virginity down there. It was like the house of ill repute. And so I grew up with this logic, this thinking that it was everything I was doing was okay. I was morally so tweaked out that, you know, when I came into these rooms and we did this 4-step, it was like, whoa. You know, but I knew kind of what was right and what was wrong because, you know, I mean, I just knew. I had sponsees tell me that, you know, Sam, I don't know what God's will is. I said, well, you know what it's not, brother, right? Because when you feel that inside your stomach turning when you're doing something that you know you're not supposed to do, man, that's God. That's God, eh? You know, and so, you know, it would never happen. And you know, I remember because, you know, all this puffing going on is expensive today. That's what, like that ocean Buddha Bud G14, whatever the hell they call it, they're going in these freaking dispensaries, and it's like, you know, I'm trying to price. So I say to myself, I said, because that's what I call myself. I'd say, hey, let's go ahead, and my addictive logic would kick in now, and I would say, let's go ahead and buy a bunch. I can sell some. Smoke for food, make some money. Woo! I got it going on, you know, like Scarface got nothing on me, you know. And I would, you know, so I would get into this thing again, and it was like, you know, and I remember a true scenario would be, you know, somebody knocking on my door and they say, Sam, what's going on? Hey, it's Tommy, what's up? Time to come in. Hey, I got my cousin with me. You know, this is Frank. Hey, Frank, what's going on? Frank wants to buy a little car. I'm like, I don't know Frank. It's okay, man. Frank's cool, man. Oh yeah, Frank's cool. Okay, here you go, Frank. And then 6 months later, trying down a sheriff's office. And like Frank was to see that. You know, because I didn't care. You know? And then another scenario that happened to me, which was really the crazy, was this guy would come over. I remember him coming over, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? I don't have any money, but I got this. Oh my God, I don't want that. That's the devil's stove right there. That's the stuff that brought me down. I'll never do that again. Are you crazy? No way am I going to do that. And then I look at it again. Well, let me just see. And I look at it. Well, there's a whole bunch there. I could probably make more off of that than I would off of this. And there goes my addictive thinking. I'm like, damn, I'm hitting the lick, boy. I got bad skills. You know, I can come up with this. And I was looking in my closet, and I remember, I didn't tell anybody that it was there. And as I walked past my closet, I heard it call me, Sam. And I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, hell no. And then I walked by again, and I heard it again, Sam. Now walking back and forth past my closet, going nowhere, which I do still today anyways. And I get in, Sam. I'm like, okay, let me see what this bitch wants. And I pull her out, and I look at her, I take her up to the light like this, I bring it down to the stove light like this, and I look around and I shine my mag light on it like this, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I could probably just do a little bit of this because there's so much of it, and I could just make even with what I did before. And I justify the hell out of it. And plus, I'm not going to do it the way I'm used to doing it, the way that it really destroyed me. And the denial and the disease. People talk about the disease out there doing push-ups. Talk about it being in the cage, rattling in the cage. For me, I know the disease lives within me. It sounds just like I sound. It knows what I know. The second step talks about what I knew before coming into recovery. I had to put under revision. And I never did that. I never looked at it the way I thought. That's the thing that brought me here. What I knew almost killed me. And so I would go ahead and do it a little, just in case. And then it wouldn't be long afterwards, and I'm in my neighbor's house, holding the dog off with one hand. He's out there barbecuing. It's in the middle of the afternoon, and I'm rifling through his drawers, looking for something to steal, trying to trade for drugs. Because that's where it took me that fast. Toward the end of my disease, one of the times after I got out, I got a job in construction, and I'm picking up this truss to somebody. A truss is something they use for the roof, and he dropped it, and I catch it like this, and then accordions my spine, and I blew out the disc in my lower back. And I remember being bent over like this, being in so much pain, going, and all of a sudden he bounced on me. Because I'm thinking to myself, I'm saying, that's what I call myself. I said, man, I just hit the lottery. Are you kidding me? I'm going to sue the company, I'm going to sue the community, I'm going to sue the little Mexican guy for dropping it on me, I'm going to sue my mother for having me, I'm suing everybody, workers' comp, I'm taking the whole country down to all this facility, and I had to go get a ticket. Prescription. Hello. Because now I got the legal pad now. So it wasn't long after that I signed off on pennies. I caught a trafficking charge, and I'm looking at 15 years in the state of Florida for trafficking. 15 years. With all my little stuff that I had, my thefts, my driving unsuspended, my attempt to purchase. I can't even understand how you attempt to purchase. You purchased it, you didn't purchase it. Seems like a setup. But in any respect, it was like, they all added up. Then it comes out when they pointed me out, it was like 15 years. And then they said, if you don't get to 15 years, we're going to pull it off the table, charge you as a career criminal, and you'll do 30. What's up? I can remember that. They didn't get all next and snap, but I can remember seeing it happen like this in front of my eyes, and I'm saying to myself, it's over. I'm 46 years old. 15 years. I'm crippled. And I remember sitting in my cellar, smoking a joint back in the 70s, to my friend looking and saying, I'm going to be a forest firefighter when I get older. And here it was, I was 46. I had no idea where my daughters were. I had no idea about my mom. I had no idea who I was. I hated who I was. They didn't even know me. It was like, oh my God, that moment there, I couldn't do enough drugs to kill that pain in or to quiet the voices that I was always trying to quiet. And I ran so hard and so fast, and I fought so hard to try to use. And it was at this point in time when it was like, you know what? I don't know what to do. I'm so lost. I'm confused. And with the little bit of money that I made, I was able to bail out. I got a bond. And I was still taking massive quantities of pain pills and stuff, trying to stop the voices, trying to feel okay with me, because I could never feel okay with me. The thing I was running away from most, I could never get away from, which was myself and my feelings of what I had become. The book equates it to a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. At some point, that Dr. Jekyll just became non-existent, and it was just Mr. high. That's what it was. I don't even remember what it was about to be fun. I just remember it was hell. It was hell. And at this point in time, I went and I was looking for a lawyer, and I got turned on to this cat, and he's in the yellow fellowship, and he looks at me when I come in, and he says, whoa, he says, I can help you, but you're going to have to help yourself. And I'm like, help myself? Are you kidding me? He says, you're going to have to get clean and go to Eden's. And I said, well, okay. I came into the room thinking, that this is a DOC intervention, you understand? And it turns out, and I've evolved and transformed to the point that I understand it wasn't DOC, but GOD that brought me here. I'm talking about the God of my understanding that actually picked me up from where I was, deaf, and brought me into a program that has saved my life. Not only is this program better than the hell that I was living, it was better than any life I've ever known, and I'm here to tell you because it has allowed me to find the spiritual me, allowed me to, be okay with me, even though I'm a little jumpy and enthusiastic and got this ADH, SUV, CBS thing going on. I don't care today because that's where I am, and I understand that. Through proper behavioral modification techniques, I can try to control that shit. But sometimes I just don't care, I let it go because that's really who I am. Bless you. And so, I got clean. So and 2 weeks, or maybe 3 or 4 weeks in recovery, I'm still living with a person who's using. And I remember her coming home, and I'm like, I'm just doing everything I can not to use. And she comes, and I started buying plants. I seen the movie 28 days or something. So I got all these plants, right? And I'm playing with the plants, and she comes in, and she can't bring beer into the house. What are you doing? And she says, that guy there, and her girlfriend, that guy there, and I'm like, oh, no. And I remember her friend taking my plant and throwing it on the ground. How did it like that? Oh my God! So this is in recovery now. I snatched her up, threw her down. My hostage at the time looks at me and said, "What are you doing? You can't do that to her." I picked her up, slammed her down, and the boyfriend comes running out of nowhere after me. I picked him up, slammed him down. The next thing I know, the cops are on the way, and I'm saying to myself, "Oh God, please, this can't be happening." In recovery. I've got some other crazy stories, but we won't get there now. I say that for my sponsor. So it was at this point in time where I really fully surrendered and understood that, at first it was in compliance with the courts, and then and that's the difference between compliance and surrender. When it talks about fully surrendering to this program, I accepted the fact. When I say I'm an addict called Sam, it's the first thing I am is an addict for me. First and foremost, I'm an addict today. Tomorrow will be no different. 6 months down the road, I'll still be an addict. If I forget to recognize this and acknowledge this and respect my disease for what it is, I surely will use it again. And for me to use it to die, I'm tired of dying. And this program has shown me how to live. And I was able to. It was amazing. I got another bond. I guess how God works, and I still had a little bit of money left in the bank from when I got all this stuff happening. The sequence of events that happened in my life was nothing but God sent. Because I had a little bit of money, I bonded out from the trafficking charge, and I had a little bit of money. And then when I caught this other charge, I had no money because I caught a couple of batteries, and they jacked my bond up. So I was like flat ass broke. I had enough money to get my lawyer, who was still on my side, sending me that seeing miracles happen. And I remember going to the meeting at the East Naples United Methodist Church over here, and I was dosing, and I was tired, and I was scared, and I was crying. And I just seen the brother who was there for the first time out, and he said, I remember coming out to you, he said, I even had to get on my phone to my sponsor because you had me jonesing out because you were so sick. And so these guys held on to me, and they loved on me, and they believed in me before I could believe in myself. They told me about the miracles that happened in their life, and I finally got that hope. I heard other people's experiences, and I heard what they endured and that they weren't using. And I was able to witness people picking up clean time. And I seen smiles and the hugs. I remember when they first hugged me, it was like, man, you don't want to hug me, dude. Because I'm a bad person. I am a bad person. And through the program of Narcotics Anonymous, I learned that I am not critically bad. I'm terminally ill. I'm terminally ill with the disease of addiction. I'm not a bad person trying to get good. I'm a sick person trying to get well. And I started to learn to forgive myself for what had happened, And the most amazing thing happened because the whole party started turning into a little bit of faith. And it's through that people believing in me and holding me up when I could not hold myself up to that unconditional love that I'm talking about, the human contact, where they held on to me when I couldn't hold myself. And when I said hold on to me, I was vibrating through the room. I was looking at a boatload of time. I was quitting drugs. All these feelings were coming back. And they were just telling me, just keep coming back. Don't lose good meetings, And I found a sponsor. And I remember my family called, when I finally went and talked to them, one of my cousins, she's a little bit connected, and he told me, listen, you can go to Tampa right now. I have somebody up there that got a Social Security card for you. You can work for this roofing company, and you can go ahead and start a new life. And at the time, I had a sponsor. His name was Sammy V. And he told me that, Sammy, if you do that, the thing you're running away from, you might get away with it for a little bit. The thing you're running away from most, like I said before, was myself and another escape. And sure, I'll catch another charge because that's the way my pattern has been. That I'll get complacent, that I'll get cocky, that I'll get content, and I'll just forget about what I was doing, and I'll go back to that way of life because that has been ingrained in me, that has been programmed in me. And I hadn't been absent enough long that I forget about working recovery. I'm just talking about being drug-free to try to find it, even to see if that I'll never have to use again if I just do this. And if never having to use again is too much, I just don't use just for today. What time did you get up this morning? Oh, my God, about you. Who got up? You got up? What time did you get up? 8. Okay, I got up at 8:30 today. You got more recovery than I do today. And that's what I kind of started to incorporate in my life, that I just have to do it just for today. That in fact, if I just keep that in mind, and for a guy like me, sometimes I break it down for an hour, just don't use for this hour. Just for this hour, don't use. Don't hit nobody, don't be self-defeating, pray. And the most amazing thing happened, people were talking about miracles. I went into the courtroom with a bunch of my family of the heart, which I really do, they call my family of the heart, my brothers and sisters who were in recovery. And I went in there. Usually I go in there, and you're in that little room, if you know what I'm talking about, just that little room, and they got that black piece of felt paper covering that little square glass. You got 3 or 4 guys on, and you're trying to catch that sign through the glass, you know what I'm talking about? They got all that stank mouth, and you're looking out there to see the victims. Oh, look at that chick, she's so hot. Yeah, she's really looking good. You come out of the court with her oranges on and talk. But this time I went in with people who loved me. People who were backing me up in all kinds of different ways. And so I go in there, and my lawyer was able to get me put me out to a lesser charge. And when he did that, I was like, oh. He said, well, I pled out with possession of intent, which is only, they give me a year, 5 years for paper. And right away when they say that, I tell my lawyer like this, I said, hey, look, I'm trying to give you a furlough. He said, because Dad is like to get his affairs in order, to give him a little bit of a furlough. I mean, what do you need a fair for thinking after this? I had no affairs. I was going to meetings, I was in unions, that was my affair. And the judge was okay, boom. And I was like, oh my God, now what? But the most amazing thing happened. I kept coming back. I didn't leave before the miracle happened. And I was able to go back in on my time. I did my time, and this is the most amazing thing, because when I was in there, they were like, hey, Psycho, hey, Loco, what's up? What's going on? I'm like, I'm not Psycho today, I'm Sam. Hey, come on, man. Hey, this guy got a fat commissary sack. Let's do this. I'm like, I don't do that today, man. I'm in recovery today. And I remember being in there. Some brothers that came in after I came in, I would read my literature in the morning because I had my and I would read my literature every morning. I did my little workout. I'd read my literature, and I remember this cat. I don't want to mention his name, but he would come up and I'd be reading. He was so sick. He was like, does that stuff really work the first day? Yeah. And then we go back and lay down. The second day, come on, hey, does that stuff really work, man? Yeah, all the time. And the third day he comes up to me and says, hey, does that stuff really work, man? And I said, yeah, man. He says, well, what the F are you doing in here, man? I'm like, going, dude, this is just some of the stuff that I told you. This is the records of the past. I'm hearing up there. He's rolling in the shoulder. It's okay. And when I was in there, we were in a transition period. There was no outside news coming in. So through my experience in the room, we started meetings. We had one meeting called Bars Behind Bars. We'd come in there with candy bars, and we'd sit ourselves, and we'd close the bars, and there's bars behind bars. I thought it was true at the time. Anyway, it was pretty meet, you know. And then it was the coolest thing because through the family of the heart, when I'm talking about love, the people in the rooms, I was able to call some brothers and sisters up when we were at a meeting. And he would put me on speakerphone. And I would hear the closing prayer. And it was so hard for me not to yell out, going, I love you, man! Because it was so cool, because I'd never felt that love before. Not never. I wouldn't allow myself, because if I let you in, when the book talks about intimacy, if I let you in, I'd be a mark. You'd see my weakness. I'd be vulnerable. And then you'd get me. You know? And the way I grew up, the way I was programmed was I can't show weakness, I can't cry. I can't let you know, I can't be vulnerable, because I do, I'll be had. And this program of Narcotics Anonymous showed me how to be intimate with another man even. But if that sounds gay to you, that's okay. You know? Because it sounds gay to me to begin to do. But I learned that intimacy is into me, you see. You know? But I learned that it's okay when I really put myself out there to another brother or sister sometimes. But I'm taking down the walls and I'm sharing myself with them. And it's like I see, you know, into me, you see. And this program has showed me that, you know, it's okay to feel. It's okay to cry. You know, and that real men do cry. My sponsor tells me that it yours cleanse my soul. It's liquid recovery. I remember this redneck cat telling me, he said, Samuel, he said, your brain's full of water anyway, so you got to leak out somewhere. I'm like, okay. So, you know, and this is just some of the things that I learned here in the program that I found Anonymous. You know, I want to share a little bit today where I'm at today, which is the most amazing day. You know, I'm married, and I because I wasn't able to be there for my children, the two daughters that I hired, I'm able to be there for my wife's children, my stepchildren, I call them my children. And tomorrow we're signing them up for football, my 5-year-old son. And it's so cool because I always wanted to do that. And you know, a while back, I remember because I don't know how to treat kids because the way my mother treated me was a smack in the back of the head no matter what. You know, hey, you get smacked around, you get cussed at, you know, and still. And so, you know, this is, and my wife is trying to tell me how to do this stuff because she's a real good mom. And then the other day, a while back, she said to me, hey, Daddy, and he asked me a question. I didn't hear the question. All I heard was, hey, Daddy, and I got nervous. I'm like, ooh. And I run into the kitchen and I tell my wife, hey, honey, he called me Dad. What do I say? She looked at me like I was crazy. She said, say what? Wow, okay, that works. And you know, I'm telling you what, this has been a learning experience for me, this whole thing. I'm available for my daughters today if they know. I have one daughter who's 16, don't even know I'm her dad. And this program with Narcotics Anonymous has told me to stand by and stand back and understand that when it's God's time, it'll be God's time. I mean, that I can't go ahead and try to force anything today. That, you know, I do the action and leave the results to God in my understanding. You know, this program of Narcotics Anonymous has opened my eyes, you know, and they talk about lost dreams awakening, new possibilities arise. You know, we're a little under 7 years ago, I was a hopeless junkie with a spinal fusion, no conception of life whatsoever. And today I stand before you. I'm married. I have children. I'm a business owner. I do service work at my church. I sponsor gentlemen. I have a sponsor. I have a support group of men and women who love me, not in spite of who I am, but because of who I am. You know, and some people say, well, that Sandy's crazy, but we love him anyway. My brothers and sisters say, that Sandy's crazy, that's why we love him. You know, I've learned that it's okay to be me today. You know, I understand that the past does not dictate who I am. You know, I want to leave you with this. There's this addict, he's in a hole, and he's stuck in this hole. And the addict's mom walks by the hole, and he looks down in the hole, and he says, Mom, please, Mom, I'm stuck in this hole, I can't get out. And the mom looks down the hole, and oh, my baby, she fills up the hole with love, but the addict can't get out of the hole. A priest walks by the hole, and he looks down the hole, and the guy hollers out, Father, please, Father, help me get out of this hole. I can't get out. And the priest looks down the hole, and he fills the hole up with prayer. Now, prayer is powerful, but the addict still can't get out of the hole. Now, an addict in recovery walks by the hole, and he looks down there, and he says, Hey, Paul, please, I'm stuck in this hole, and I can't get out. I don't know how to get out, please. And the addict in recovery looks down the hole, and he says, he jumps in the hole. Now the dad looks at him and says, what are you, crazy? What are you, nuts? Now we're both stuck in this hole. And the dad, he probably looks at him and he says, Dad, you faced me, I've been here before, I know the way out. And that's been my saving grace from when I first came into this room. Because the brothers and sisters in here who have shown me the way out that I don't have to use no matter what. Through times of hardship, through times of prosperity too. Through anything, I just don't have to use no matter what. That there is a solution. That if I learn to listen and listen to learn, I can recreate myself through the steps. And the fact that my path does not dictate going today, and that there is life. If nobody's told you today, let me be the first one. I love you all, and thank you very much for allowing me to share.
Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Please help us improve our ranking so others can find us by putting a review on Stitcher, iTunes, or your favorite podcast index. Napod is ad-free thanks to the folks supporting the show with $1 more per month. If you enjoy listening, you can join them by going to napod.xyz and looking for the donate link. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.